Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I am great. You know I'm great. Vacation. I'm in vacation mode.
I know you are. I know you got your feet kicked up and you like,
I do.
woohoo.
I do. I do. I feel really good. The weather is good. It finally let up. We was out in the hundreds out here in California. And right now it is like 89, 83 or whatever. It's beautiful. So I'm feeling good. I'm on vacation and I'm still working though. You already know that's in that situation. But I feel
Mhm.
good. Everything is good.
Right.
I
But
am
you taking
I'm
a
living.
break from all your other stuff that you have going on.
Yes, I am. I am. I feel so good. I
Yeah.
am. How are you?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Girl, I'm okay. I mean, it's been this week. I guess I was playing catch up, and so
Yeah.
now I'm playing catch up with my rest. And so I got my rest in, but I had a little issue with my leg. Apparently,
Okay.
I hurt a nerve in my leg, and
Hmm.
yeah, so I've been battling that. And let me tell y'all about the highway robbery, right? So I go to the daggone physical therapy right now. I got health insurance. I pay for my health insurance every month, which I pay a astronomical amount for, right? I go to get the physical therapy. Y'all know my copay had nerve to be $60.
Really?
And this man, this physical therapist gonna tell me about, oh, you need to come twice a week. Who? 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 Who?
Cyrus said, "Ooh."
Who? I said, who gonna come twice a week? That ain't gonna be me. I ain't coming no twice a week. I said, that ain't happening, Jack. I said, who? Who come twice a week? So I
You're
said,
not doing it.
girl, no. I said, look here. I said, I'm gonna be completely transparent. Normally, when situations like that, I'll beat around the bush and I'll be like, oh, well, I gotta check and see my schedule. No, I ain't check and see my damn schedule this time. I said to him, I said, look here, I'm gonna keep it real honest with you. That copay is high and I'm not doing it. I can do
Absolutely.
maybe one a week or one every 2 weeks. I said, but I'm not doing that. And he's like, well, I'm gonna give you your exercises and everything, and good, give them to me so I can see exactly what it is. Because I'm not. My thing is, I'm like, okay, you want me now? The doctors approved for me to get over 30 sessions.
Oh, okay.
30 sessions, man. 30 times 60. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so
So
I
you
said, well,
will have to pay the copay every time.
every time you
Got it.
go walk into that office, I'd have to pay that. I said, I'm not doing that. I can't. I'm not doing it.
Hmm.
So it was so funny because I was talking to my friend, and the first thing out his mouth was, first of all, I don't appreciate that they didn't do an X-ray. So I haven't had an X-ray on my leg. They immediately
Oh,
just started me to physical therapy. He
X-ray
has
should
a
have been
whole
done.
problem with that, right? He
I
has
do
a whole
too.
problem with that, right?
As do I.
Because right. So I'm gonna, contact the doctors today to try to get that done. But then, y'all, let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, my friend says to me, he says, for that kind of money, you need to go on and get yourself a gym membership and a
Right?
personal trainer.
Right?
And I said,
It'd
and
be
when he
cheaper.
yeah, when he said it, I said, oh my gosh. He was like, you mean to tell me you don't know no physical therapist? You don't know this? I was like, I thought about it long and hard. Girl, I said I would much rather give her the $60 a week than give it to them. Like, come on. I
Absolutely.
do know some, and I have two, three personal trainers in the family.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, so yeah, we gonna think about this long and hard. I said, because this is crazy. I said, but I will go to them for the next three. This week was week one, so I
Okay.
still have 2 weeks. They want to try me with 2 more weeks, and
Okay.
yeah, but that's a highway robbery. How you gonna do
Yeah.
that?
It is.
I
It is.
said, we're in healthcare and we know that it's a whole mess, right? Because we see all
Hmm.
this stuff going on. But it's like now it's getting majorly out of hand, between that, car insurance, and everything is increasing. And the increases, girl.
I
Our
know.
topic today is adjustment disorder. Let me tell y'all how we got to talk about adjusting to just normal life, period. Oh my
Just
goodness.
adjust it.
Yeah, so that's going to be a whole topic in a little while and everything. And so, yes, oh my goodness. So,
Just
other
to
than that,
try to get in.
outside of that, I'm doing great.
That's good. Well, I'm glad. Now, did the weather cut up? How was the weather
Oh my
where you
goodness.
are?
So the weather now is a whole lot better than what it was, right?
Okay.
Because we was experiencing a lot of that heat, a lot of the heat, and a lot of the things that was going on with that. Now now the weather is pretty much calm, right? So here's the thing. I was in the bed this morning, so I have one of those window fans. I don't know what was going on, but the window fan has been better than the air conditioner.
Oh,
So even on the 100-degree days, that was better. So I was like, you know what? I don't want no air conditioner in my room. So this morning I was in the bed, sleep knocked out, had the window fan in as usual because I don't never take it
mhm.
out. So I was like, I kept the fan on. Let me turn that fan off. Let me tell y'all how the temperature dropped to 44 degrees, and if the fan wasn't on, it was outside.
Really?
Girl, 44 overnight. Here I go. Well, wait a minute. When did we didn't get that memo?
Right? Do you prefer that?
You know what? I'm a fall baby, so I love the
Yeah.
fall. I love
Okay.
I love the whole the fall, the leaves. I love all of that.
Okay.
I I like summer because summer you could do a lot in, right? But my favorite seasons are fall and spring. I
Okay.
love both of them because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right.
It is.
And that's why I like fall and spring.
Yeah.
Winter, I'm in the north, y'all, so I don't like the snow. Okay, I'm in the northeast.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
snow. I hate snow. I hate ice. However, I know the benefits of snow.
Mhm.
Okay, I know the benefits of the cold. It kills off bacteria and things of
Mhm.
that nature. So, with that being said, when we don't get snow, I do see how people become more ill.
Mhm.
Experience more illnesses. But no. What's your favorite season, Dr. Candace?
It's spring.
Spring. Okay.
And I do like summer. I like hot. I really do. I know it's weird, but I do.
No,
But
it's not
spring,
weird.
and so I love spring. I'm an April baby, so I do
Hmm.
like spring, and I like summer. But fall is my best clothes. Fall and winter, my best clothes. But I
Okay.
like summer. I do. I
Mhm.
do. I like the hot. I'm okay with it, and it's not like I'm standing out there in it, but I like it.
Yeah.
And my weight is different in the summer. I
Okay.
am smaller in the summer and bigger in the winter.
Hell, that's everybody. Because in the
Oh,
wintertime, everybody's sitting home eating. You at home, you're eating potluck, you're doing this, doing that. So yeah, in the summertime, and then the
yeah,
summertime, everybody's trying to get their summer body back. So now that
yeah,
we're entering into fall season, entering into Libra season, woo woo, we entering into
exactly.
this season now, y'all. Let me tell y'all, now it's time to start working on those summer bodies because that's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going now that the fall is here, I can cover up. And then when the summer come, pow. Well, yeah, we had a lot of pals going on with the summer bodies,
Mhm.
right?
We did. We did. We sure did. It was too much of it. Absolutely. Too much of it. We're gonna do a
Child,
topic about that.
girl,
Actually, we
how about
did.
that?
We had body image a couple of weeks ago. We did. Y'all check that video out. Like and
Yep,
subscribe as you're doing it. We sure did.
exactly.
Yes, we too much of it, which is good. I want everybody to be happy, but I think sometimes we take it to the extreme. It was
I
taken to
think
the
so.
extreme.
Yeah, we take it to the extreme all the time.
Yeah,
I think so. It's just that
yeah.
now I think it's being a little bit more health conscious, But one thing I can say, I know in the past a lot of people used to care about their appearance when
Hmm.
going out here, but these days, whoo, when I was in
Yeah.
Vegas last week, I was in Vegas for Club Quarantine, Las Vegas. That
Did
was
you
a
have fun?
awesome. Girl, I had a good time. I think that's how I messed
Yeah.
my leg up dancing so damn hard. It's all D night fault. My leg is all jacked out. I'm up there getting
So
it,
you had a
girl.
good
Bye.
time.
Girl, yes, I had a. It was an awesome time. It was a very nice experience. Being in a
That's
virtual
good.
platform because pretty much that's where a lot of us all met at, right?
Absolutely.
Which was Instagram, of course, but it's like being in a virtual platform with a lot of people that you have never met in person and finally getting to meet all of
Yeah.
these individuals face to face. It was awesome. It was really awesome. One thing that I will share is the impact that myself, Dr. Candace, Fat Man Scoop, um, D Nice, a lot of people was sharing with me during this club quarantine experience, right? The impact that was made for them mentally, and
Good.
how, coming to the show, the different, watching the different lives, and just getting the being able to laugh, how it was just so, it was so fulfilling for them, and putting them, their minds out of the negative mindsets that they was experiencing, you know what I mean, with feeling like they didn't know what was going to happen tomorrow, and so it was just like, I would stop. One woman even started crying,
Oh,
talking about how much of an impact all of the shows that they have been watching, how it has done, Gossip and Heifers, that, y'all got a lot of kudos, if y'all watching, y'all
absolutely.
got kudos also, because people was just like, yo, I can't stop laughing. Like, I can't stop laughing, at
Mm-hmm.
all of these shows. And I'm just like, and they like, how do y'all keep it in stitches? How do y'all keep people laughing like this? And it's just like, well, you know what? Laughter is the best medicine. And it's just,
Yes.
everything that
Ah,
y'all heard was all life experiences,
yeah.
just life experiences and things that we see happen, and it's just, that's just what it was. But we just, but know that all of the shows that I mentioned, everybody is appreciated on these
That's good.
platforms, you know what
That
I
is
mean?
beautiful to
So
hear.
yeah, I mean, it was interesting, so
That was beautiful. I remember you sent me a picture. You was like, guess who's here? And you sent the picture and you know me.
yes,
I'm like, I don't know. And then you told me, I'm like, oh, okay,
girl,
because
let
you
me,
put the name with who follow
yeah.
us and
Well,
stuff. That's so
girl,
cool.
banging 209. Let me tell y'all how she found me, right? So it was crazy. She found me because of, I had went live, right, on Instagram. She followed where the camera was at.
Oh my God, that's too
And guess
funny. I
what?
love it.
She was like, Dr. Tyra. I was just like, yeah. She was
I
like,
know,
it's
like,
me. And she said, bang it to go 9. I was like, oh my God.
I
But it was so
know.
but that was how we connected, because everybody was like trying to follow those who went live during
Yes,
different things. Like, okay, let me follow, because I know their camera is around here
yes.
somewhere,
I love it.
And so yeah, so it was funny. It was funny, and it was good. I actually had a long conversation with her. One night I had a long conversation with Brown Lily for, so
Okay.
yeah, I talked to both of them for a good, yeah, those sisters they are on the move. They are some very, very, very nice women, and
That's
I'm, of course,
good.
some people out there in Vegas, because all we could do was laugh. That was, you do get some extras, some people
Yes.
that do the damn most, right?
All right. I know.
Some people that do the most, but for the most part, everybody was nice, warm, welcoming, no drama,
Good.
no
It was just
arguing.
a
I
beautiful
see
grown folks
it was a
atmosphere.
right. It was not seeing no arguing. I seen no fighting. It was
Good.
like everybody was out there just to have a good time. And I think that's what made the experience so good,
Good.
and I mean, and I think, for that to happen, I mean, granted, it was some other stuff that was going on that, needed work, which was, how can I put it? That was on their end, the administrative end, for, the whole experience, because I think it could have been planned a whole lot differently.
Mhm.
Because it was a lot of key pieces that was missing. I mean, y'all know me, I'm gonna keep it 100, and
Mhm.
I don't give a damn who, what, when, where, and why, and the key pieces that was missing was like sponsorship. How you
Oh,
a large name and don't have sponsors? What the hell is up with
okay.
your
Yeah.
team? What kind of team did you have that they don't have sponsors for you? um it was like sponsors. It was, how people receive their gift bags and badges and stuff like that. Honey, we still ain't got our gift bag, and we was there.
Get out.
Yeah, so like I said, it was like on that back end, and I'm sure, the company that actually, put hosted this, right? I'm sure they're not going to send any what's some things called let us know how your experience was, because they don't want to know, you know.
Exactly.
But but for the most part, what I would say is this: you can't blame the artist. You have to, is is bigger than that individual. I would say you
Exactly.
definitely have to go with the team, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because it's stuff that the team should have knew.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? And so, and
I totally
if
agree.
your team don't know nothing, then you got the wrong team.
That's right.
Okay, you need to get a whole new crew if your crew can't help, don't know what it is. So, but other than that, it was an awesome time in
That
Vegas.
is so good.
You know,
I am so glad you had a good time. That's amazing.
and then I found
Yes.
out the flight to get to you was only 30 minutes, and I'm like, well, why
I
somebody ain't
told
tell
you.
me? Because I could have been to her house and back.
Yes, I told you. I'm literally because that's what we do. If we go to Vegas, I ain't driving. Oh no, honey, I
I
ain't
said
driving. I
I ain't
can't sit in the
driving.
car. I don't sit in the
I
car that long.
I
Oh
said,
no,
wait a minute, I'm only 30 minutes. And
30 minutes on the
then they
flight.
told me $39.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said,
So where I live, I can go to Vegas like it's
I said,
literally 30
well,
minutes
wait
and
a
it's
minute.
cheap.
I
Yeah,
said, well,
and it's
wait
cheap.
a minute. I
Yeah.
said, okay, I'll find this out when it's time for me to go. But okay,
Yes,
it is
it.
what it is.
I know. I should have been there, but you know what? I started that week, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
had stuff going on.
I know,
So
right? I
yeah,
know, I know. So, but I'm happy in that. I'm doing
yes.
well. Everything is good. Everything is going good. I'm so glad you had a good time. I'm on vacation, so my turn. What I got planning? Well, besides going to see my mama, I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm an
Okay.
activities girl, so
Yes.
you know me. My life is just activities and fun stuff. I live a fun life. I think so. I
Yeah.
have a teenager. I have another teenager. Well, he's my only teenager. Yeah, I have a 13-year-old today. So today is my baby's birthday. So
Happy
exactly.
birthday.
So I dropped his ass off at school though. Girl, I ain't care
Why
nothing about
you
no
make him
birthday.
go to school on his
I said, I know you
birthday?
lying. You about to get up out of here. He's so handsome. I said, look handsome, you gotta go.
Why you make
So
that
he
man go to
is.
school on his birthday?
I sure did. I said, here goes some donuts. Take these to the kids. There you go. Have a good day, sir. So we stopped at the donut place because that's what he wanted. So we got two
Okay.
dozen donuts for the kids. And then we
Okay.
do cake and stuff later, and he's going to have a good time. But yeah,
Nice.
he's at school. So yeah, that's been our day. And
Well,
we're
I'm gonna
just,
say happy birthing day to you,
yeah, yes.
because today was your
Girl, I tell
birthing
you,
day.
it sure
Happy
was.
birthing day to you.
Thank you. It sure was. And that was a hard pregnancy, girl. That's another topic.
Mm-hmm. The
That's
day
another
that you
topic.
birth a young king, honey. The day
Yeah,
you
and he
birth
is.
a young king.
And he is, Lord knows, God then put his all his graces on my son. But
Mhm.
yes, so T, you ready for the tea
I'm
with
ready,
Dr.
girl.
Ty?
I am ready for the tea with Dr. Tyra. Right, y'all. So let me tell y'all. So today's tea, we're going to talk about some of the things that's been happening. So one of the things that was a highlight that, I don't know if I should be laughing about this or not, but I found it amusing. So the whole situation with Ray J is what I want to talk about in my tea today, right? So, if for everybody that's watching, y'all should be aware of everything that's been going on. But if you're not, here's the Cliff Notes version. And for those that don't know what Cliff Notes versions is, Cliff Notes is a summary of what's been happening. So apparently, I guess about a week or so ago, Chris Jenner was on this talk show, and they hooked her up to a lie detector test. And one of the questions that was on the lie detector test was, did she basically pimp out this video, this sex tape of her daughter in Ray J? And the person that did the that administered the lie detector test, apparently he's not credible. Okay, so that was one thing that came up. But it said that she didn't, pretty much. So however the case may be, it painted Ray J out to be like he did this and he orchestrated all of this. Now, all of us know, all of us who've been watching this young man's career, watching his family and how they have been, I can't that we all knew that they wasn't putting nothing out like that, right? Their mom, that man's mom was on another level, and doing something like that is not something that they would have done. Okay. Anytime Brandy was pregnant and they lied about a pregnancy, like they
I
tried
agree.
to dust it under the rug, good and well, this black family got good values, right? They got good
Mm-hmm.
church values, right? Because when you think
Mm-hmm.
about all that they went through, to get to the level that they were, why would they, why would they even that?
Exactly. That's
Entertain
right.
any kind of nonsense like that. So, however the case may be, Ray J found out about it and all hell broke loose. And when I tell you, my man, he really took it to the next level. My man took it to the next level. And I could not stop laughing at some of the things. My man he had his people send the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Candace, did you know it was a
Yes.
third sex tape?
I didn't know that. He
I didn't
said
know
in the
until he
contract,
said it.
yes, and that it had to be retaped. He was like,
Yes,
yeah.
because she
I,
wasn't shown much or something. The way the cameras was. I said, "Well, wait a minute,
wow.
wait a minute." And your look. If I do a sex tape, my mother is not watching. I don't know about anybody else out there.
I ain't doing nothing like that. My mom got to pass away. I know you lied. She can't even be here on Earth. And I'm real grown. Grown,
Girl,
grown.
grown. I'm grown enough to say her ass ain't watching me. We not doing that.
Mm-mm. I don't want my
We
mama to
not
know that.
doing that. No, hell no. We
Mm-mm.
don't need our mom. But what was really funny, and it was so funny because I thought I was the only one that caught it until I was listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
caught it too. Was when now, Candace, did you see when he took and he put they had put it on a big screen?
No.
Girl, you got to go back and watch it. So he put it on a screen that was like, I'm gonna say about 180 inches. It was like
Oh
a
my God.
movie screen. He put
Oh.
up the contracts and everything on this large screen. It gets funnier than that, right? So he got his homeboy. Now, need I mind you, he wasn't even in the country when all this was going on. He was actually in Dominican Republic because he said,
He
I'm in
sure
Dominican
was.
Republic. I don't even
Yeah.
have all my stuff, but you just wait till I get home. And he
Yeah.
was just like,
He
and
sure
I'm
was.
like,
I saw
dude,
that.
I said, dude, don't wait till you get home. Just
Right?
please stop.
Stop.
So look, he took, and his friend was supposed to be doing, handling the controllers, I guess, on flipping the pages with the thing. And his friend was sitting there playing on his own cell phone to the point where Ray J just started yelling at you. He's like, look here, what are you doing? Your job is to your
It's to
job is
upload.
to upload. Your
I
job
can't.
is to pay attention. And he was like, I am paying attention. He said, you're not paying attention. You're paying attention to your phone. He started going off on his friend. I could not stop laughing. It looked like something like a whole cartoon, like that was playing out.
I can't. I do now. Because I did see it.
You
I
gotta
did see the
see that.
contract.
He yelled at his friend. I was hollering. I said, yo, this dude is hilarious. But the
Yeah.
thing is, but the point of the story is, when is enough enough? Right? How many
Yeah.
cease and assists do people have to do before
Hmm.
people freaking get it?
Hmm.
This man, and when he started breaking down because of his children,
Yeah.
and he's like, my children are at stake. I'm not even doing this.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm single now, but at the end of the day, this is something that him and his ex-wife got to talk about. You know what I mean? To trying to shield their children from this. And they got
Exactly.
young kids,
Yes.
and the thing is, you would think that that woman, which is supposed to be the grandmother of Kim's kids, would have enough freaking common sense to shut her damn trap.
But some people, to get to a certain level in life, they do
Mhm.
almost anything to get there.
But enough, y'all there.
Hmm.
How much
Yeah.
further do you need to go?
Yeah.
You need to
Well, Bree,
you need to bump off 5 people from the Last Supper table so that you can sit at the
exactly,
table with Jesus. That table's already filled, sis. You don't need to get there. So what are you
exactly.
doing?
Hmm.
And it's just like,
Exactly.
we do things when we're younger, and sometimes we don't. Well, no, I'm not gonna say sometimes we don't think about it coming back to us later on, right?
Exactly. We don't.
And whether they planned to do this tape or whether they did not plan to do this tape and it actually came out, right? At the end of the day, this should not keep resurfacing every few
Yeah.
years. You know
Yeah.
what I
It's
mean? If
pretty
this
old.
Right, if this is old stuff, so why is it that it gotta keep resurfacing and replaying out in the media? And like, y'all don't have a storyline for your show, so you keep bringing it up on your reality
And
show.
that could be it. And then a lot of times people want to stay relevant, and they will want to stay relevant, and they would take what's not important, that what's not relevant, to try to stay relevant.
You know what? So you know what? At the end of the day, maybe they need to just go on OnlyFans and do what they need to do. She can stay as
Hmm.
relevant as she want if she go on that network. I'm pretty sure,
Hmm.
and take off her clothes or whatever she. I don't want to see Chris naked, but somebody out there might want
Yeah,
to
somebody did.
see. Somebody out there
Exactly.
might want to see her naked. Hey Chantel, how
Absolutely.
are you? Yeah, so they can get more attention. Yes, they will get more attention that
She's
way.
absolutely right. More
Absolutely right.
attention.
Mhm.
And guess what? They're getting
Mhm.
it. They're
They
getting it.
Yeah,
We're
they
talking
getting
about
it.
it on our show, and everyone else was talking about it, so they're getting it.
Mhm.
However, it got to stop at a certain
It
point because
it
we
has to
don't
stop.
care. We really don't. I don't.
Mhm.
I don't. I don't care. What we
I
supposed to do
don't
with this
care.
information?
Right. We
You
Listen,
know?
and my thing is I will say I stand with Ray J. I stand with
Yeah.
Ray J on this.
As do
You
I.
know what I mean? I
Hmm.
feel bad that it's constantly keep coming up. I feel bad that he had to resort to um pulling out contracts, but
Yeah.
the thing is, is like when you look at like the court of law and things like that, they say you're innocent until proven guilty, but you're guilty till proven innocent, but then you still guilty.
Yes.
They could
That's
clear
right.
you and you still guilty, so it don't matter either way you look at it.
Exactly. That's right.
But at the end of the day, enough is enough with that whole situation, and I just feel bad for the families that's being affected by that.
Absolutely. And Ray J did not benefit off of that situation as much
No,
as they did.
right. Oh my gosh, he
Absolutely.
didn't benefit at all. When you
Exactly.
look at it,
Yeah.
he really did not benefit at all from that
Hmm.
situation.
Hmm.
I mean, it
So I
is what
wish
it
them the
is.
best,
Wish
and I
them the
hope they
best.
work it out.
Yes.
But we tired of talking. We tired of hearing
We
about it. We
tired we
tired of
tired of
seeing
hearing
it.
about it. Yeah, exactly. Now the next story was it was the one with the girl with the woman.
Yes.
The woman that was
Uh,
on. Okay, so Dr. Candace found the story or shade room, y'all, of this woman that was on there crying out of control, right?
yes. Bless her
Because
heart.
yeah, so they said somebody said in the comments she was 27, and then we found out she's 21. But however the case may be, she was
Yes.
crying over this young man all over social media. And I'm not talking about regular crime, I'm talking about ugly crime.
Girl, I thought something happened to the child. The way she was crying. I'm like, did this little boy pass away? You know, little rapper, little cute little boy, little rapper. My teen is into it. Joshua's into him or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yes,
And what's his
young man
name?
from Philly.
Yeah.
PN,
Well,
was
not
it
him. The
P
one we talking
PNB
about.
Rock?
Yeah, he passed away, so my
Yeah, he
heart goes
passed
out to
away.
him.
Yeah, my heart goes
But
out
the
to that
question,
family also because they're doing things here in
absolutely,
Philly for him today. They actually have it. They
absolutely,
doing something here, for him today. So my heart goes out to him and his family on that one. But this
absolutely,
chick, the way she was crying, you would have thought that.
exactly. And this one name is NLE Chopper or whatever. I don't know. I'll listen to it. However, he's 19. He's 19. So I have two questions. I have a whole lot of
Uh-huh.
questions, but I'm
I know
gonna go
you
stay in
do.
my lane. But the
Uh-huh.
first question is, girl, he 19. A 19-year-old can't fill your cup.
Hmm.
Even if the woman 19.
Right.
19, a 19-year-old young man to me, ain't that the same as being 15?
You say 15, I say 12.
There you go. Ain't that the same thing?
Because the mindset ain't the same. The mindset ain't there.
There you go. I mean, one can buy cigarettes and one can't. That's just saying to me.
Well, hell, I thought we couldn't buy cigarettes till we was 21.
No, you can buy cigarettes at 18.
Really? You better
Mhm.
check the side of that pack.
Okay.
Because I remember one time that pack was saying something different.
Yeah, I think it's because I don't smoke. I ain't never smoked, but I think it's 18. I be seeing these kids. Where they get these cigarettes from?
But
Anyway,
they found
girl,
them adult to go buy it for them.
yes. But she on there crying and crying and video after video. And
Mhm,
as a therapist, as a clinician, one
mhm,
part of my career as a clinician,
mhm.
social media is not therapy. Some things you need to leave to yourself. Keep it off social media and go to family, close friends for that. Do you agree?
Right. I agree.
Yeah, she
Mhm,
could have had some. A girl, get you some white wine. Listen to Keisha Cole, Tony Braxton. Go to your mama with that, and
mhm,
get all that out. Vent to
mhm,
her with that.
mhm.
She on social media with that. That's a cry for help. So I
Right.
really hope this young woman gets some help because social media is
Mhm.
not therapy. You can't come on
Right.
there with all that. A lot of people have to keep certain things off of social media, and
Mhm.
then they say, "Well, you should be in my business." You brought it on here.
Right. And if the and that part, because the thing is, so many people, that's the first thing they scream
Mhm.
is people in their business.
You brought it on here.
You brought it on social media. Nobody
Mhm.
asked to be in your business. You
Yeah,
brought the business to this. And so when you bring your business to social media, of course, everybody is going to gravitate to it.
absolutely.
And now and basically making you relevant. And now you're getting the attention. Look, as Chantel was saying, so they can get more attention. Now they're getting all the attention that they need
That's right.
because
Absolutely.
everybody is focusing in on everything that they have going on.
Hmm. Exactly. And 'cause she made a comment as she was crying, and she
Mhm.
said, "I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with this man." Uh, young lady, he's 19. He's trying to find his damn life. How you gonna spend it with him? How you gonna spend something with him and he's still trying to find it?
Girl. Thanks for the badges, everyone. Thanks for the
Yeah, thank
badges.
you.
Thanks
We
for
appreciate
supporting our
that.
show. We
Thank
appreciate that.
you. Please like and subscribe. Tell y'all friends. Share this. Tell them to come on in.
Mhm.
However, but yeah, that's what she said. She said, "I'm trying to. I thought I was gonna share the rest of my life with this man. He trying to find his life. How you gonna share it with him?" Yeah. So it's just for the record, what the mental health minute is saying to everyone: social media is not therapy. It's
Right.
not.
It's
It's
not the law
not.
either, and social media is not the legal system.
That's right.
So we need to
Absolutely.
clear both of those up for folks because the
That
thing
was
is
a cry of
everybody
help.
runs here. Yeah, everybody runs here to talk about their no, clear their air.
Absolutely. Do you think, let me ask you a question, because you're the
Mhm.
professional expert here as well. Do you feel, Dr. Tyra, that sometimes when people put things in their feed, whether it be a comment or a video,
Mhm.
that sometimes it's not appropriate because we can think what we want to think about it. It's a cry for help and it becomes off a little thirsty and needy?
Yeah, because think about it, and it's so funny. It's so funny that you mentioned this. I have a friend. If I should have called her, told her come on here so she can get a good, so she can really go off because this is her whole thing. She's off of
Mm.
social media, but she goes off about this all the time. People come on social media and they sit there and they put up all these crazy posts, right? Well, I'm gonna say crazy because it's crazy to us because it's just like, yo, why are you putting all this information? We don't know.
Yeah.
And so what's happening is they put it on there and then people call them on it.
Yeah,
You
like,
know
are
what
you
I mean?
okay?
Are
What's
you
going
okay?
on?
So
We
let me
think there's
tell
something
you.
wrong with you.
And it was so funny because about 2 months ago, this woman posted this stuff all over Instagram and Facebook, right? So my friend who's not on social media, everybody was like telling her, "Oh, girl, did you see this? Did you see that?" Screenshotting and sending it to her, and she was just like, "What the hell?" So, however the case may be, they go out. Her and a whole bunch of other people go out for an outing, and the person was there that posted all this stuff on social media.
Oh wow. See, that's what I'm saying. It's
She
not
told
good.
me, wait a minute. So somebody went up to her and was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Why are you here?" I thought you had ex. As the woman had forgot what she posted.
See, I say all the time, we got to create discipline. Get out your feelings. Stop moving in your feelings. Posting in your feelings.
Girl, and it was just like, and when I tell you, my friend came back home and she calls me and she's like, Tyra. I'm like, what happened? I said, what happened now? Because it's always something. So I'm like, what happened now? She was like, let me tell you how this chick shows up after all that nonsense posting. And I was just like, are you serious?
All of that. That's too
And
much.
she said, and she forgot.
So evidently, it wasn't that important.
Wasn't that important, you know? But
It goes
again,
back to what Chantel said. Attention.
yep, so they can get more attention. Chantel, you got the
Absolutely.
phrase of the day. Getting more
You sure
attention.
do. That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
So, I
That's
mean,
right.
yeah, so it was just super crazy. But however the case may be, again, as Dr. Candace and myself is saying, social media is not your therapist, and social media is not your attorney.
That's right. That's right.
Can't
That's right.
state it enough.
That's
Can't state
right.
it enough.
Right
So
on. Right on. So is that what all we have for the tea with Dr. Tyra
that
today? Is
is
that
all
it?
we have with the tea today, girl. The tea went a little longer than what it should have, but that's
That's
okay.
all right. I know,
That's
right?
all. Look, that's all right. That's all right. All right. So let's run this. See what we got coming up next. We're getting ready to talk about our topic.
Yes. So
All
welcome,
right.
welcome, welcome. Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome to the Mental Health Minute. We're gonna get into this. I am Dr. Candace Elaine, and that is my beautiful co-host, and that is Dr. Tyra. We are talking today about adjustment disorder, which y'all may say, what that mean? When we talk about it, all y'all gonna know what it means, what it look
Mm-hmm.
like, what it should feel like, and what it isn't. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna know because we all can relate to that. You agree,
Yeah,
Dr. Tyra? We
I
all can
agree.
relate to it.
I
Yes.
agree.
And we're calling it to back to school edition as well because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of us that's not parents, but just going back to school or dealing with anything, we
Mm-hmm.
have seen this within
Right.
our practice, within ourselves, and just
Mm-hmm.
trying to adjust, especially during a pandemic. So with
Mm-hmm.
adjustment disorder, y'all know I always come through with these questions. First, let me tell you what it is. Adjustment disorder is a short-term condition that it brings on difficulties with managing daily life and time and adjusting back to what was. Once what was, trying to adjust back. That's it in a nutshell. As Dr. Tyler would say in the cliff note, that's what it is. I call it a nutshell, but that's exactly what it is. Trying to adjust back to what was, the present, to what you had, and now you have to adjust. And we all been through that, especially during this pandemic. So my first question, Dr. Tyra, to you, and we would like to hear from the audience as well, is how would you describe adjustment disorder?
Well, I would describe adjustment disorder as an emotional or behavioral reaction to a stressful event or change in a person's life, right? Adjustment disorder is something that we see happen all the time. I first encountered adjustment disorder as far as in regards to working with clients with adjustment disorder was when I started out as a therapist over 30 years ago, right? I started out working in a nursing home. I worked for one of the top hospitals here in the city of Philadelphia, but I was out in the on the field. And so I worked in a nursing home, and the number one issue that a lot of the seniors had in the nursing home was adjustment disorder, right? And so people was like acting like, when you're in a nursing home, you're supposed to, you like the people that live there was supposed to just immediately just say, "Oh, great, I'm good." And like I'm supposed to come move right in. Everything's supposed to be happy go lucky. It's not happy go lucky when you living in a nursing home, right? So those seniors, think about it. They had to give up a house with about 6 to 8 rooms, right, in their home, from a bedroom, a kitchen, a dining room, 3, 4 bedrooms in their house, a basement. They had to give up going from that to a one room that they sharing with a stranger, okay, with 6 drawers. How do you go from living on your own to having all these belongings, all these luxuries, to living in a half of a space? You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna say, look, it looked
That's
more
a
like a
lot.
five. Yeah, it's a lot of 5x7 space. You might as well say that's hard. And so
Hmm.
to expect somebody to say, okay, I'm adjusted, I'm not adjusted. I can't
Hmm.
adjust to that. So helping, working with the seniors and helping them and trying to help them with, overcoming that. My job as a therapist and all of the other fellow therapists that I was working with, our job was to make them comfortable.
That's right.
Make them
Absolutely.
comfortable because I mean, quiet as it's kept, even though it's not quiet. When you moving into a nursing home, everybody knows that that's pretty much almost
Yes.
the end stages of life, right?
Hmm.
And so we had to make their life as comfortable as it was. So, so when I started working in that area, adjustment disorder was just like key. And that was something that I was like, okay, being able to help people understand their current
Hmm.
situation and trying to make them comfortable with moving on with their lives with it.
Absolutely.
What
I
would you
totally agree.
Mhm.
I totally agree with you. For yes, you're absolutely right with especially in that setting, and
Mhm.
also another setting with adjustments disorder is adjusting to, like I stated in the beginning, this pandemic, and now things going back to normal.
Woo,
Going
yeah.
back to normal, we
Mhm.
all had to adjust
Mhm.
because at one point we couldn't, some of us couldn't find toilet paper or bottled water at some point during the beginning of the pandemic, and then we were stuck at home, and then they did the shutdown, and then you wear the mask, and then you have to get treated, and maybe the vaccine, and then tested and all of that, and then it was like, okay, we outside again. We have to adjust back to outside, back going into the classrooms. Look at the children. Not only just adjustment for the kids, but the parents, because at first they was taught at home and we plug up the computer and get them together on Zoom or whatever, virtual classrooms, or we working from home, and now we're back outside. So I think that's been universal for all of us. Would you say that? For
I would say
everybody has
I would say,
yes.
and I see Chantel put in the comments, she's going through that now, having to return to work next week after being off for 12 weeks. That's actually my cousin. She actually just had a baby.
Okay. Oh,
She just had a baby.
congratulations.
And so she's been off for 12 weeks and now she's trying to get back into the swing of things,
Congratulations.
with going back to work and everything. And and I know that's going to be adjustment because before she had two children, now she has three
Oh,
and trying
baby.
to get all three of them together, and thank God she has a husband to help her, with
Absolutely.
all of that, but we know that's a whole nother piece
Exactly.
that, you have to get into a whole new routine.
Absolutely, absolutely. One, I'm so happy for her, and I know the baby is healthy and happy and beautiful, and I am
Mhm.
so happy for her, and she will be able to do it. But I know it is an adjustment because,
Mhm.
like you said, she went from two, now three, and it's a little precious baby just sent from the
Yep.
heavens. So she just like, and I got to go back to work because she's been
Mhm.
home with the
Yep.
baby. So now
Yep.
she got to go back to work, so she has to adjust
Mhm.
back in. Exactly. So that I know it's going to be trying times, but she'll be able to do it with a
Yeah.
routine, with a
Mhm.
good routine, a solid routine and
Right.
support.
But you know what
Solid.
one of the Yep, but you know what one of the main issues when it comes to adjustment disorder is though? Change.
Yes, we don't like it. What you think? This is mental health video. Who the hell won't change all the time? Even good change. Sometimes, but come on now. Sometimes we look at good change and we raise the eyebrow.
Right.
And people would say, well, Dr. Tyra, that's good for you. You like, I don't care. It's still change.
Right, 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 right.
Change. It's
But nope, a lot of people have trouble with change though, and you're right
yes.
about that because it's like I'm so conditioned to doing things this way. Why do
Yes,
I have to change? Why?
absolutely.
Why do I have to
Absolutely.
change? Why do I have to adjust? Why do I, and a lot of people, didn't really think that was a disorder when
Exactly.
it
And it
comes,
is.
but it is. It
Eh,
is.
It is. It's in our DSM-5, ladies and gentlemen. It is
Yes.
actually a disorder where we can diagnose you and say, oh, I see the problems. You
Mhm.
have adjustment
Yep.
disorder. And
Mhm.
one of my next questions is, in your opinion, what
Mhm.
has been the number one cause? What do you think in these times of adjustment disorder? I think you just said it. Maybe
I'm gonna
change, or what
say,
in your opinion?
well, I'm gonna say right now, the number one reason right now, I'm going to say is uncertainty.
Okay.
Living in times of uncertainty is the reason why people
Mhm.
are experiencing a lot of adjustment disorder. You never know what's next, right?
Mhm.
And you're doing what you can, to make things as comfortable as you can, but you can't. It's like, like we were saying earlier on, when I was talking about the prices increasing. And I
Yes.
mean, people have jobs, and there's a lot of jobs out there, and I hear Target is starting at $16 an hour and taking it all the
Okay.
way up. Girl, here I go. Hell, now I see why everybody leaving their professions and going to these chains because they getting the money
Exactly.
that they've been wanting to get, whatever. But
Mhm.
however the case may be, when it comes to adjustment disorder and change, right? People are having experiencing trouble with finances because now everything is going up, from food to car insurance to luxury things that you want to do, vacations.
Yeah.
You know what
Co-pays.
I mean? What you say? Copays. How
Co-pay.
about that? Copays. Copays is going up.
Yeah.
All the things that and all of the life's luxuries and things that you want. So I think with the times of uncertainty, you know what I mean? Like, it
I
was so
do.
funny. I was talking to someone, they said they went to the store and they bought two items, and the two items was $20.
For two
How,
items?
at the grocery
Wow.
store. How I go to grocery store and that happens. It's not
Wow.
supposed
Yeah.
to happen. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to happen. you
Mhm.
know but what can you do with that? So it's just like,
Exactly.
okay, now I'm forced, where I was in a situation, I already adjusted to life being like it is now. Now
Mhm.
I gotta go through a whole nother change process again
Exactly.
to adjust to what's going on to currently. And
Exactly.
now it looks like I'm going to have to uproot myself again
Mhm.
to make a
Mhm.
change to conform to what's going on that end, opposed to how everything was. The past is the past for a reason. But what we got to understand is, now it's time to be able to make ourselves comfortable with the changes that are occurring now.
That's right. I totally agree with you. And with adjustment disorder and going and we getting back into the groove of things, like Dr. Tyra said, there
Hmm.
are a certain amount of symptoms that goes with that. And you
Hmm.
have two types of, you have two. You have
Hmm.
acute and you can have chronic.
Hmm.
Now, according to our DSM-5,
Hmm.
for acute is 6 months or shorter, and for
Hmm.
chronic, you have to have some of these symptoms for 6 months or
What's
longer.
more?
Some just
Hmm.
exactly so, or yeah, or more.
Hmm.
So I'm
Hmm.
going to share some of the symptoms. It's anxiety,
Hmm.
withdrawal, a
Hmm.
depressive mood,
Hmm.
insomnia,
Hmm.
headaches, because
Hmm.
your body always the first to get it. Y'all know that.
Hmm.
Anger or frustration, loss
Rage.
of yes,
Hmm.
yes, loss of appetite, and maybe sometimes suicidal thoughts and feeling
Hmm.
worthless and loneliness. Even in a
Hmm.
room full of people, you can still feel that loneliness.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, and that's
Hmm.
just some of the signs and symptoms of adjustment disorder.
Hmm.
And it is
Hmm.
treatable with psychotherapy,
Yes.
such as talk therapy and different things, and
Mm.
medication. So it
Right.
is treatable for the
Right.
ones that's watching and thinking, well, maybe I have that. One, don't diagnose yourself. Please go speak with someone. But
Yes.
in case you may want to talk to someone and you're getting the information here,
Hmm.
I just wanted them to be able to take some of these things with them. And
Hmm.
I totally agree with you too, Dr.
Hmm.
Tyra, when you said uncertainty being one
Hmm.
of the number one reasons.
Hmm.
Yeah. And what I found when I was doing my research as well, they said
Hmm.
women get it more, are more prone to
Hmm.
live and have adjustment disorder than men. Do you find that to be true as well?
Um, what I'm gonna say is, I think at least I'm gonna say it's like 40% women, 40% men, and I'm gonna leave that other 20 in the air,
Okay.
right? And the reason I'm saying that is because I kind of don't agree, because women are just quicker than men when it comes
Yes.
to stuff, right? Because majority of women have been put in places where they're the head of the household. They
Mm-hmm.
got no choice but to adjust. You know,
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, when you look at the situation of all the single mothers out there, right? Mother's baby, papa's maybe.
Hmm.
Hell, they had no choice but to adjust. That child gonna still be at
Absolutely.
the house with them, whether everybody can't leave.
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
people have been put in position, women have been put in positions where we have to adjust to situations. Men, some adjust and some don't, because
Exactly.
I do find that some have been stuck in their ways when it comes to certain situations. It just depends on the situation that the man is in. Like, some men, when it comes to work situations, they may adjust a little bit quicker because
Hmm.
they know that's their bread and butter and they don't want to kick up no dust.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So they're going to do what they have to do to make it work, whether they want it to
Hmm.
work or not. They're going to say, okay, well, I'm just going to stick it out. And what I find, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Dr. Candace, some men help us as women adjust better to situations, because where we shut
Yes.
stuff down, they will be like, they'll be the voice of reason.
Yes. I agree.
they
I
they be
agree.
the voice of reason.
I
So
agree.
I guess I will say men do adjust somewhat better than women because
Yeah.
where we be like, hell no, I ain't doing that. The
Yes.
man will come through and be like, look, well, let me just point out these things, and they'll point out and list it.
Yes, I see that happen a lot. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight on my show, is because we will hold on to the irrelevant.
Yes. Yes.
We will hold on and we be like, girl, that shit ain't important. Why you still bringing that up? You know,
20 years later, they still talk about it.
I know. Remember she had on that hat in church on Easter Sunday in 1980. Why you bringing that up? Why you
Like,
still
that was
mad at that?
1980. Like, that was the 80s. But you know what? But you're right. You
Yeah,
are right.
I'm talking about half of that tonight. Yes, I am, because it's like we hold on to that.
Yeah,
You
they need
know,
to let go.
yeah, and a man will kind of be like, babe, let that go. I don't even know why you
Uh-huh.
still mad at
It's
her.
like
Go call her.
you having trauma over stuff that you don't need to.
Yeah,
Unnecessary traumas.
it'd be unnecessary. Absolutely.
And
So,
it's just
yes.
like, yeah, so I get it, I get it, and it's like as we're talking about this, I think about how when situations come up with men, right? Some men, when there's an issue, when they have issues with their own friends,
Yeah, squash it.
they let it go, they squash it, and they continue to be friends with the person. Whereas we
Hmm.
as women, we like,
Like, I ain't
hell
never
no,
talking to her.
she better beat it. Don't come around
Okay.
here.
She can
Don't
be
come
on fire
around here.
and I won't spit on her. Be like, I'm good. I know, right? Be petty.
It seems
Just
petty,
petty.
but that's what we do, petty Betty all day.
Okay. Right. So we got to get out of that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. But I will say this, I think children adjust better than all adults.
I do, because you know what? I think
They ain't got no
children
choice, first of all. They ain't got no money. Where you go?
well
Girl, we can
first
get up and move, leave, quit the job. Somebody got to take care of you. They don't dare adjust.
but you took it from that standpoint, but I was
Oh,
taking it, but I was gonna take it as they not used to nothing.
that's true. I like
You
your
know what I
standpoint
mean?
as
And that's
well. Yeah.
like what you said is 100% true. But these kids ain't got nothing. They don't have nothing to adjust to
They
because
have
they
nothing
don't know.
to
They don't have nothing to
compare it
compare it
to.
to. They have no
You're right.
comparisons. So they ain't
You're
got
right.
no choice but to say, okay, well, I guess I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's true. That
You
I
know,
agree.
no,
Yeah.
no insight, no
Yeah.
anything. Now unless they
Absolutely.
have been in a situation where they're all over the place and jumping around and woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo,
And
then
some
that's
have.
something different. That's something
Yeah.
different. Some have, but for the most part, no,
Absolutely.
no
So,
insight, no thought process, nothing.
right. So let me ask, Dr. T, what is your advice to some parents and also for their children for back to school and adjusting, even for adults and for the children?
Okay.
Which tips do you have?
Okay, so what I would say for back to school and adjusting, right, to the alleged new norm, right? I would say number one, make sure the kids is on time for school, right? That's number one. Number two, we want to make sure they get a good night's sleep. They have a nutritious meal when they're at home. We want to make sure that they get their schoolwork complete. please make sure you connect with their teachers and their guidance counselors, school nurse if your child is getting medication. We want them to have the most ease, comfort. I'm gonna say a easier time in school as possible, because the thing is, we know times is difficult right now. We know things is happening,
Hmm.
but we want you to
Absolutely.
make sure that you have a plan, have a routine.
Yeah.
We know that conflicts happen, right? But we want to make sure that we have all everything in play, have your schedules in play, so that you won't disrupt the child's, I guess, disrupt the child's routine. Because the number one, the kids need a routine. They need to go to bed on time. 12 o'clock midnight ain't on time, especially if they got to be to school by 8. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, I ain't trying to be mean, but dinner, I mean, my thing is feed these kids dinner before 7.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do.
Having Feeding kids at 9, 10 o'clock at night is not dinner time. That ain't even damn supper. I don't know, what we call it. Oh, I can tell you what we
Oh,
call that.
yeah.
Girl, I was gonna call it a midnight happy hour, like
I know, right?
Applebee's have. Look, Applebee's have happy hour that starts at 9 o'clock at night. Look, not trying to shout them out because they are not a sponsor of the show, but what I'm saying is they have a nine
Right?
o'clock. So what I'm gonna say is, don't feed your kids late night happy hour. How about that?
There you go.
Let's give them a good dinner or supper at a good hour so that they can go to bed. Give them a structured bedtime.
That's right.
That's the tips that I could give, for parents with the kids going back to school. And for parents, you might want that, get yourself on that routine also, especially if you have to go to work.
Exactly.
Because we
Exactly.
know times you don't want to fight with nobody in the morning. Who wants to do that?
Nobody want to fight with no one in their house. There is too much going on in the world. Your house is supposed to be your safe haven.
Right.
That's your
And
safe haven.
if you going home, how about some? Oh God, not these people. And believe it or not, I have worked with parents who was like, I didn't even want to come home. The thought of being home with that,
Exactly.
you never want to be
Absolutely.
that. You never want to have that kid that you don't want to come
Yes.
home to because of the drama that's going to come with it. But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, it's all about respect.
That's right.
It's all about trust. It's all about honesty with your family. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But we have to start somewhere, like starting with these routines.
Exactly. I love that. My tips, I would like to say start where you left off. For everyone that's going
Mm,
back to school, whether you in college, whether you're adult in college or you have children, start where you left off. You know, I think because you want to get, you don't want this pandemic has created a lot of fear in a lot of us, and so you want to start where you left off. You want to get plenty of rest, and also you want to have a routine like Dr. Tyra said. However, with your routine, you need a routine for yourself and for your kids, so you need two separate routines that merge together, but two separate routines, because what a adult need a child doesn't need. The needs are different, so merge the routines at the end, but two separate routines. And number four for me is prepare for the next, because there will be a next. It's always something going on with, and whether it be the next pandemic or the next bird flu or whatever flu. Just you need to prepare because we see what happened. So let's prepare ourselves. Does that make sense? Let's prepare ourselves so we can say, "Oh yeah, I know what this look like. Let's do this." So prepare for the next. That's my last word. We need to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So when you have extra money, after you took care of your needs and half for your wants, put some toilet paper and stock up in the garage. Get some more bottled water. I ain't saying being scared. I'm not trying to create fear, but you want to kind of stay ready because y'all see what happened. Y'all see what happened. So that's all I'm saying. Stay ready and have your routines. And back to school, it'll be fine.
mm-hmm.
Start off where you left. We just pick back up. Don't
Yep.
have that fear. Yeah, don't let
Mm-hmm.
fear have dominion over you. Just pick back up where you left off. There you go. Yes. So what's your last word, Dr. T? Because that was my last word.
Girl, my last word is, we want to definitely just keep in mind that adjusting to change can be difficult. But what we want you all to do is to be able to say, okay, I'm ready to embark on this change. And if there is something that's happening and you need, help with trying to, get yourself on a routine, you know, you have myself, Dr. Candace, you could definitely, reach out to us, to
Mhm.
ask us, ask us about situations and how to get back on a routine. Her and myself both have programs that, offer that support that you need, so that you can get that time management schedule together, so that you can be able to have a productive life, have a productive school year, because we know, with so many different things occurring, it's just like you just never know what's next, but we have to stay ready and be prepared, at all costs. And that's my last word, is to stay ready.
Right on, right on. This was awesome. This was awesome. It's always a pleasure to sit here and talk to you, Dr. Tyra, and do our show. It's therapeutic for me. I love this. It's always a pleasure. This was awesome.
Yes, this was awesome. So let's hear from a couple of our sponsors before we exit on out. All righty.
Awesome. Yeah. So
Awesome, awesome,
hopefully,
awesome.
yes. So I will see everyone. Hopefully, everyone can come through for all things relationships tonight. I am supposed to be there tonight at 6:30. I think I said 6:30. I don't even remember, but I'll be
Six
there.
Yep, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time and 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for those
Absolutely.
who are on the East Coast, and Central Standard Time is at 8:30. All things
Yes.
relationships with Dr. Candace, that will be
Oh,
on Instagram.
yes. Actually, Dr.
Uh-huh.
T, I am so
Yeah.
sorry to the audience. We having a live blooper here. This is not tonight, all things relationship. This is the transformational table tonight. The
All right,
transformation
the
table is yes, that's
all right,
tonight.
transformation table.
Where all my transformers show up. So I got a bloopers. That's all right. I'm human. That's why y'all
That's all
love
right.
me.
We
I'm
gonna
keeping it
we
real.
got to get our graphic together for transformation table.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Look, we'll have it all together. And I know tomorrow night will be wine. Let's wine with Tyra. That'll be
Yes,
tomorrow
it'll
night.
be
So
there.
tomorrow night will be our live vent session on Instagram at
I'm definitely gonna be
9
there.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow
I'll be there
evening.
because
So
I'm
we
coming to vent.
will be venting. And so we will be venting on Instagram tomorrow evening. And we're
There
going to
you
be
go.
transforming tonight.
Right on. Right on.
Transforming the night with Dr. Candace, and all my whiners can come through on Saturday night.
I love it. I can't wait. I
Look,
love it.
we got it all popping, right? We got the Transformers and the whiners. Girl, we
Oh,
doing
I
it.
love it. Girl, we're gonna have to combine the show one day. That's gonna be fun.
Yep, transforming and whining all at once.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by the Mental Health Minute. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your mama, your friend, your cousin, your grandma, and everybody. Go on and share this.
Yes,
Thank
have an
you.
awesome, awesome day, everybody. Talk to you next week.
Yes.